p.m. We did begin working diligently in this investigation and processing that scene. We were able to recover some ballistic evidence on scene. We did begin immediately speaking with patrons of businesses adjacent to the incident location, as well as persons surrounding the incident location, in which we were able to obtain several items of evidentiary value from a video surveillance perspective. So our team has been working relentlessly in processing that video. We have been working tirelessly in making sure that we conduct this investigation in a meticulous manner. And the team that stands behind me today, led by Detective Parent, our lead investigator in this investigation, as well as our complex investigation team, a team of our experienced detectives in the homicide unit, we bring you to a development in this case today. So I'm going to bring your attention, public, to a video that's going to depict three specific points that we would like for you to pay close attention to. Once again, we do think the public can aid us in moving this investigation forward by paying close attention to the video that we are about to show you shortly. So if you would, featured here in the top right corner, you see a circle surrounding a black BMW at the intersection of Elizabeth and Bernina. This is the night of February 25th. There are three persons of interest depicted having made entry into this vehicle. You see them rummaging, pulling on door handles, also touching the rear trunk of this vehicle. So this black BMW at Elizabeth and Bernina, we are asking for the owner of that vehicle to please come forward. If this vehicle belongs to you, we would like an opportunity to process that vehicle and to try to get that vehicle in APD's possession as soon as possible. And subsequent to this, you are going to find that these three individuals make a right on North Highland, and they enter our belt line. And I want you to pay close attention here to their walk. Pay attention to the mannerisms, the jackets, the clothing in which these individuals are wearing, and once again, specifically the very peculiar walks in which all three of these individuals have very distinct walking patterns as we see here. So as the video progresses, we see a young lady walking down the belt line, and she's being followed. It looks like these three individuals are making unwanted advances and following her in an aggressive manner. Once again, you see a close shot of the person's faces depicted here in the video. And if we could just go back to once again the public on that belt line, just the still shots of these three persons of interest pertaining to this incident depicted right here. One of the individuals wearing a I Love New York shirt. Pay attention to the facial hair. Pay attention to the mannerisms and just the walking, the nature of these individuals. So we do feel that we have three photographs that the public can aid us in moving this investigation forward. Lastly, we have increased the reward regarding this investigation to $35,000 for any information that's leading to the identification and arrest of these individuals. Once again, this reward has been increased to $35,000, and we're asking for the public to work with us, as you have in so many cases before, working in tandem with the Atlanta Police Department to provide us critical information that we are ready to receive to look at closely and move our investigation forward. So we will answer any questions that the media may have at this time, but that these are the developments in our case, and we're hoping that the public can aid us in moving the case forward at this point.
Senator, you call these persons of interest or suspects?
We're calling them persons of interest at this time.
So what made you hone in on these guys at this particular time? Was the victim spotted on these cameras?
Yeah, so, right. So once again, our team has worked tirelessly in combing through a substantial amount of video. So one of the things that aids us in calling these persons of interest at this time is the very tight timeline that we've been able to construct from the time in which we observed these individuals in the vicinity in which the incident occurs and the actual gunshot that takes place that we're able to hear in the video that we have in our possession.
So it's not caught on camera, but you just know that these guys would have been the group that would have been closest to the victim? at
Within
that
a
time?
very tight timeline, absolutely. That's correct.
Is the surveillance footage we're seeing here before or after?
This first, which one are you looking at here? On the belt line?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you see him on the belt line, this is before the incident. This is just minutes before the actual gunshot takes place.
When they were following this woman?
That's correct.
Okay.
Have you been able to speak with her? You said you had other witnesses who interacted with this group that night, or kind of what?
We're asking for all persons in this video to please come forward. For anyone that might have heard anything or might have observed anything, including the woman that's depicted in this video. We believe that she certainly will know who she is. If she was, or anyone that was of three individuals having been the target of unwanted advances or persons having following them in this type of capacity, we ask for them to come forward and speak with our office at this time. Once again, this is the evening of February 25th, and we're looking between any time frame between approximately 9 p.m. And 11 p.m. That evening.
Have you guys been able to confirm if one of those three or multiple of those three were armed?
Yeah, at this time, this is still open. The entire investigation is open, and we're examining all possibilities.
But you say you have talked to witnesses who had interaction with these three that night?
No, we have.
Okay.
No.
You just know they're in that area.
We looked at a very tight timeline.
And that's what, 10 o'clock? Right after 10 o'clock?
We're asking for anyone with any information between the approximate time frames of about 9 p.m. that evening until the morning in which we found the decedent,
But when you
about
say specific
7:40 in the
time,
morning.
The actual shot.
Right.
was just after 10 o'clock.
Correct. Our timeline is very tight.
The family's obviously in the room. I'm sure you've heard a lot about this victim in the last couple of weeks. How urgent are you guys working on this?
We are working relentlessly in this case, as we do with any of our investigations. So obviously, the family and friends won't be taking any questions at this time, but this has all just been a part of our investigation.
Where's that extra reward money coming from? Is that just through Crime Stoppers or who?
Yeah, a portion of it is from Crime Stoppers, and another portion is from family and friends. Yep.
Initially, you had called for video, picture, surveillance. It looks like you were able to get some. Are
Right.
you still requesting video, picture, surveillance, tips?
Absolutely. Our office is open to any information that the public may have, including video, as well as anything that they might have observed or anything they might have heard. We ask that the public provide us with that information so that our office can comb through it thoroughly.
Any other questions?
Just, there's no other indication that they committed any other crimes or like any petty, or you said they may have been lifting handles on cars or any other break-ins or anything you could connect to this group or?
These three persons, as depicted on the video, did make entry into a vehicle that we just showed you here on video. They did make entry into a car that we believe does not belong to them.
They made entry to that BMW?
Right, as depicted on video.
Gotcha. You just want that car so you can just see if there's any evidence process?
Correct.
Did they take anything from it?
We are in hopes of speaking with the owner of that vehicle to ascertain that information.
All right, if everyone's good.
Yep. Good.